I am censoring myself this one time. Because, oh my. Darkest Minds is without a doubt the worst YA movie I have ever seen in my life. No joke, I have seen them all. Except The Fifth Wave. I've only seen bits and pieces of that, but I can definitely say it is not as bad as this. How bad is it, you might ask? Well, it's actually raining outside, and instead of waiting till a better time to actually, shoot this review, I'm actually doing this from my house at about 11 o'clock at night, and if my neighbors call anybody on me, I don't care. This movie is without a doubt the worst movie I've seen in 2018. I have scrolled through all my old videos to make sure I am not making that statement lightly. But oh my, this is horrible. The characters, with the exception of one person, is actually enjoyable in this movie because he is basically trying to be Billy from Power Rangers. That's it. Everyone else is bland, generic, or the worst human beings on the face of the planet. I guess I should start with the basic premise of this movie. Oh, by the way, spoiler, because I don't care, because the trailer shows you the final scene again. Oh, and guess where they show it? In the final scene of the actual trailer. So congrats, you've seen the entire movie. I have saved you $10, $5, or any amount of money because no one should ever see this piece of garbage and live to tell about it. Packed house, by the way. Mission Impossible wasn't even packed. Just putting that out there. Equalizer 2? About 10 people. Yeah. So this might get a sequel for all I know, because there are more books, but I want to read any more or see any more about these horrible human beings. Oh, right, the premise. So it basically starts off with 90% of the human population of kids getting killed. Oh, that's horrible. You think some people would be grief-stricken or a bit concerned? Nah, because the remaining kids actually all gain superpowers. And it's all based off of a color-coded system that surprisingly reminds me of the Terror Alert chart from the United States. Symbolism? Heck if I know. Hey, let's go to these concentration camps. Oh yeah, they're basically concentration camps, or internment camps, your choice. They both basically run the same thing, except one has a higher death toll rate. And if you think I'm just being hyperbolic, no, they call these camps. So at these wonderful camps, we get all the magical X-Men. The Green Eyes have super brains, and they're smarter than anybody else, but they can't figure out how to get the hell out of there. The Yellows control electricity. They touch something and zoom, they zap. So all the Yellows carry around these wonderful little mittens on them. So they don't touch anything, except if they touch anything with the rest of their skin, it would still work. And then sometimes they forget to take the mitts off and they can still use their powers. Almost like there's no continuity consistency at all. Oh, and then we got the Blues. The telekinetic people. They can lift things, crush things, move things around, break joints. And then we got the Red Eyes, who basically just breathe fire. Yeah, that's it, they just breathe fire. Oh, but the most powerful are the Orange, the rarest of the rare. Guess what our main heroine has? They have the ability to go into people's minds, manipulate their thoughts, and create memories, destroy memories, alter personalities. That's some pretty dark stuff, man, like erasing people's memories, controlling people against their will. That's what a villain does, right? Nope. Our wonderful heroine, ladies and gentlemen. She has a wonderful penchant for controlling people's minds and killing people whenever she feels like it. Because that's what we want from our heroine, just to kill people whenever she can. She doesn't have to do it, but she still does. Oh, and at these wonderful camps, apparently no one knows the possibility that you can have with telekinetic people. I mean, Oranges are killed on sight, Red Eyes are basically abducted and turned into military weapons, but we keep the Blues there. You do know what telekinesis does, right? Like, nothing against the Red Eyes, I mean, they were powerful, but one person with good telekinetic capability can do amazing things. Technically, because your brain runs on synapses that can actually be controlled by matter, a Blue could have power in Orange just by stopping the neural impulses. If you think I'm being nitpicky, no, this was actually done in X-Men. But that's not what makes me upset. Is this generic to all get up? Hell yeah. Is this something we've seen 100 times? Yeah. Is this the reason why I'm upset? No. The reason I am upset about this movie is the message it teaches the wonderful kids, the young adults. And it's not just this movie, it's even in the books. Yay! So, to solve all of her problems, our main heroine, Ruby, yeah, I got a Ruby from another show that would basically smack you 3 ways to Sunday just to mess with you. And I think she would probably curb stomp you too if you ever tried this to make her forget her loved one. We'll get to that in a second. No, she has literally, this is her solution. Something is wrong, there's a problem in my way, you forget everything. You forget everything. You forget everything. Oh yeah, you're gonna forget everything. Yeah, my parents? Oh, that's okay, I'm gonna erase your memories. Why? Oh, if someone's gonna say, it's to protect them, so they won't think of her, so they won't feel bad when she's gone. Oh, you mean like Hermione did in Harry Potter? Well, I have an issue with that, and here's the issue with this. So you erase their memories so they forget you, but you still remember them. You still have a connection. The enemy will still get them to use against you. It is not that hard to think. In fact, by forgetting you, you actually make it worse for them. They're more likely to actually do something stupid, get caught up in a trap, and then turn into a human hostage situation. Well, they will inevitably die. Congratulations, you've doomed them. Oh, and it'd be one thing if she just did this once. We'll get to the second event later, but let's get to our villains, if we like to call them. Because apparently a government-run organization for nothing but adolescents has nothing but pedophiles working that entire department. Seriously, there's this guy, has to be, I'm gonna be nice and say maybe he's in his upper 30s. Basically doing everything but smelling up the young girl's hair, who at this point is 16, and going, I've been watching you. Yeah, look at me. Look at me. Yeah, this is like in the first 10 minutes. Oh, and he never gets his comeuppance anyway, and he is still throughout this entire thing. The only human faces of enemies we see are horrible human beings. The doctor, who just happens to notice she's an orange right off the bat, tries to kill her. Doesn't have a slight judgment, doesn't remember his moral efficacies or the Hippocratic oath they all take to make sure they don't kill anybody. Nah, we just kill them on sight. Why? And why, I would like to point out, if the oranges can control thoughts and memories and can actually read people's minds, why would you not have an armed guard there or at least have a failsafe? Because the moment she realizes you would probably hit a button, you could shoot them. I mean, you don't know. There was already an orange in the beginning. You killed him, no problem. After, oh yeah, best way to kill a guy too. He can control us by touching us. So let's beat the crud out of him until he's dead. That's genius. But that's just the military. We come across the main villain later. And oh boy, creepy pedophile, because he is. Because this dude is easily 25, 27. Just sees a 16-year-old and go, yeah, she has my power. I will corrupt her and make her my own. I will manipulate your mind and make you my own. Yeah, I saw it on Jessica Jones. I still think it's creepy as all get up. Still creepy now. And yes, that is horrible and despicable. Controlling someone's memory and making them bend to the way you want them to? Man, who would do that? If you haven't figured it out, Ruby gets in a situation in the end where she has to erase the memory of her boyfriend, basically Liam, to save his life. Except no, she doesn't. She could just simply say, hey, listen, I am going to make them think I did this to you. You have to roll with it. I will find you. No, just, you will forget everything about me, even though this makes no logical sense, and I will be oh so sad. And then I will draw orange paint on me because reasons. She is horrible. And I mean this with all sincerity. She shows no agency. She shows no development. She solves all of her problems the easy way. There is no problem in what she does. She is as bad as the villain, minus the pedophilia, and is literally the spawn of all this problem. She doesn't stop to think about other people. She thinks about other people, but she likes to do it in a way that she thinks of herself thinking of other people. There is a difference. Thinking of other people considers their feelings before your action, not after the action. So when he leaves because you wiped his memory, you cannot be sad because you caused this yourself. You are the problem to this, and you are the reason this is happening. So, yeah, that's the lesson of the story, kids. Erase all your problems, ignore them, or just completely forget they're there at all, and suddenly everything will be all better. This is without doubt the worst movie I have seen. And if I had more memory on this thing, I would go for a much longer rant, but you get the idea. Do not see this movie, not matinee, not on a free day, not on Redbox, not on Netflix, not on TNT, not anything. Do not show this to anyone. And if they, for whatever reason, make a sequel of it, I will, of course, review it to be fair and just. However, you have a long way to go to get from the bottom of the barrel you see here. How is it that with two other movies I got that I'm not looking forward to, a Mila Kunis Bad Spy Ramp, and freaking Denisa Salazar trying to compare Abraham Lincoln to Trump, this is still possibly the worst movie I will see this week? Congrats, Darkest Mind. You are now the holder of the #1 worst movie of 2018. And when this is all said and done, if something manages to beat you, oh boy, will that be a fun day. Until then, this is Garbage. I'm Kevin Riley signing off, and I'll see you all next time. Darkest Mind, rot!